question for you now on BBC London 94.9. How much time do your children or grandchildren spend playing outside? A National Trust poll of 1,000 people found that more than half of 7 to 12-year-olds spent less than an hour a day outside. Compare that to the fact that more than half of grandparents today, and I count myself in that number, spent more than 3 hours a day playing outside when we were that age. Paul Hocker from London Play joins us now. Good morning, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
So are you surprised by these poll results? I must say, given the amount of temptations, the telly, the tablets that kids have these days, I suppose there's less need for them to play out.
Well, there's always a need to play out. Children do need to get out and play in their community. But no, I'm not surprised. I think children need a varied diet of play, and I think digital play, playing games online, that's part of it. But the most important bit of it is getting out. We started in 2011 closing residential streets using old legislation, Play Street legislation, so children could play out a few hours a week outside their front door. When we started, there was just one borough interested, and now we're working with half of London's boroughs. So if you work in Lambeth, if you live in Lambeth, Waltham Forest, Enfield, Islington, even Barnet, a borough that loves its cars, you can apply to your council to get your street shut, so your children can play outside safely without any traffic.
So that's what we were saying earlier on. I distinctly remember, I grew up in Leytonstone, back in the late 60s, early 70s, and I remember Sunday afternoons when you'd see like one car an hour go up and down the road, and we were just off the high street.
It's funny you should mention your childhood, because on our website, one of our quotes from The Great and the Good is your brother. And he says, in my day, we would leave the house on Saturday morning on our choppers, and they wouldn't see us again for 36 hours. And we'd return starving with a bag of comics from East London, have a glass of milk and go to bed. So I assume that was a similar childhood.
Except,
to your
and you've raised a particularly nasty memory. Me and my brother Simon never got the chopper bikes. Only Jonathan Miles and Adam did, because my dad couldn't get us to. Thank you. Still
well, I can vouch for that story. I've heard that one before. There's a big sorry point there.
Had a big old second-hand bike with
Jonathan's
cowhorn handlebars.
He
had the chopper with the 3 gears, popping his wheelies. Thank you very much for talking to us. That was Paul Hocker there from London Play, talking about children playing outside in the capital. It's 8:23. Time to get the weather latest for London from Sarah Thornton. Morning, Sarah.